people. A high body count could be 2,000, 2 million people. Who knows?
Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, but I got to make sure I get what you're saying. Hold on.
Yep.
You're saying, depending on that person's perspective and outlook, a high body count could be 2 or 2,000.
That's right. It depends on who you're talking to. Because out here, I mean, people out here got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids, and they still getting married. I mean, people out here, people get married from their early 20s till they late 60s and 70s. I've seen it. You know what I mean? Here in California, here in Sacramento. You know, so I mean, it's just about how people look at things. You know, all this stuff is just varying opinions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't think that's a little? I don't mean to keep cutting you off, but I'm amazed. That's why I got to do it. I'm sorry. You don't think that's You don't think that's a little extreme? Or are you just trying to make a point? Or do you really mean that? Like 2,000.
Earlier in the conversation, we established 5 or less, Shanti Doc. So we're saying that 5 or less.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
We know to you what you think is a high body count or a low body count.
Yeah, what is a high body count to you?
What's a high body count to me? I plead the fifth on that. I mean, I don't have a number. What's a high body count? You know what I'm saying? Because what I hear is, that's my husband in the back. Sorry. But what I hear is like, oh, high body count. A woman has a high body count. She's probably not a prospect for marriage. I would be considered definitely a high body count to people. Like me, I've had over many fingers on my hand. I've had over that. You know what I'm saying? But that was in like I said, the age dynamic that I was in is a little bit different. But somebody who would think that's a high count, that's what it thing is. Women like me are still married. Women with a certain high volume count, depending on who it is, they're still getting married. That's why I said, like, if you guys haven't been out in the world, especially like not saying California is the whole world, but California is a big, vast community of people have been doing things sexually and still getting married. I mean, that's my 5 minutes, right? So that's what I'll add to the conversation.
You still got time, girl. But Ariel, I want to let you go, but I got a question for Mona. I'm gonna let you go, Ariel. So Ariel was bringing up about like the higher sexual partners, about ramifications. He was saying that if a woman have a higher body count, the ramifications are much different towards a man with a high body count. So you're saying 2 to 2,000. So let me ask you something. If a woman had 2,000 mates, depending on who we're talking to, he might be fine with that. Like you said, that's not high to him. He's like, that's whatever. So it'll work out for her, right? But do you think that the ramifications are the same towards a woman having 2 towards 2,000?
What you mean ramifications? Define ramifications, because all these definitions we tossing around, they mean different things to different people.
Okay, so when I say ramifications, I'm saying if you do something, this is the result of it. So if you sleep with 2,000 men versus sleeping with 2 men, what are the results that can happen due to that? Like what could go wrong, whether it's negative or positive? What are the after effects of sleeping with 2,000 men versus sleeping with 2 men? Is it the same? Are they different? That's what I mean when I say ramification.
Oh, it's the same. I mean, I live in California, and I've seen plenty of people who are married starting off at their 20s, and people who get married, like, you know, they're still able to have children or whatever, 50s. I've seen people get married in their 70s, and I mean, when people get married, they live a married life. I mean, I don't see any ramifications. I don't see anything going awry. I mean, things happen, like divorces happen, things like that, but I can't put divorce on, oh, you're getting divorced because you had a high body count to begin with. Nah, out here, people get divorced for various reasons.
I'm getting from them is I'm getting a message